the outset, I would like to thank the organizers for giving us an opportunity to share the work that what we have been doing. For the last few years, we have been trying to promote the ICT's use in agriculture, more so in agriculture research, education, to some extent on extension side also. As a part of our knowledge management activities, we had some very critical role in pushing large number of IT related projects in the Indian Council of Agriculture Research. To that extent, whosoever came forward, we tried to rope them into the bandwagon. We have carried out a project on the e-learning in association with almost all the agricultural universities in the country. What we conceptualized is that each university will develop one particular subject like agriculture, horticulture to another, dairy science to another, veterinary science to another. We identified, and then as an academy we are primarily endowed with the capacity building. So we conceptualize the theme, how to go about, when to do, what to do, and who will do it, those things. Then we went to NEI and got the funding to the respective universities directly, and we came in the picture of trying to provide the capacity building and also in the process bring a uniformity in what is being done in the country across. Right now there are about 20 universities engaged in this, about in the 7 subject streams, and they are at various stages. I'm going to share that with you. Before we took up this project, we did a lot of in-house survey going around the country and talking to the people what to do, and also we saw few other e-learning initiatives that are being done primarily by IITs and others in the country. That was about 4 years back, and then we tried to shortlist within our 45 universities which are the best to take up which subject. That's what we have done, and then we went with that recommendation to our ICR headquarters and got the projects streamlined. What we saw, the first one was, whatever the funding from this World Bank project comes for about 4 years. We wanted this activity to go continuously without any interruption even after the funding. So we wanted to internalize it into the regular agriculture university thing. The first thing we did was, whichever university comes forward, we had kind of an undertaking with the Vice Chancellor. The faculty who is teaching the course in that particular semester will be roped in. They will do the teaching of that course, and they will also develop the e-learning content of the course. That's the first one. Vice Chancellor agreed. Second is, to the extent possible, that particular faculty should not be given any other assignment, because this e-learning, they being not IT savvy and having various workloads will hamper it. To that extent, we began with the TNAU, and TNAU gave a blanket approval, earmarked the 40 teachers for the first odd semester, the month of July. They said they will not do anything else other than teaching and putting the courses online. That's how we began this work. And in the process, we also did some kind of a internal research, which module, which platform we need to do. My colleague Dr. Murthy is here. We tried Docebo, we tried Moodle and various other things, though to some extent Docebo appeared to be a little more stronger than Moodle, but we narrowed down to Moodle because Moodle has its own strength, popularity and wider base. So we picked up the Moodle, and then we used it in our own academic course before we went to the university faculty. And then we kept on experimenting even the capacity building. Initially we went with 2 separate programs, one for on the Moodle system side for about a week, then another is for the multimedia development side for about 10 days. At the end of 1 year, we synthesized and brought it back to about a 10 days module, giving about 4 days for Moodle installation, course management, and then content development for the rest 5-6 days, like that. So far we have trained about 250 faculty across. It's a small group compared to many other initiatives that you see in the country. As I mentioned, there are 45 universities, and we picked up one university as a lead center, and they might have associated with 2-3 other agriculture universities, possible. But those 7 disciplines, when we took it, and where we spend our time is what to train them, how to make it extremely simple. Most of the people who are coming to us perhaps are not even familiar to use anything other than MS Office. They might be using Excel and some statistic packages, but not beyond. And we didn't want to get them scared so that when they go back, they will have hiccups in that. So we prepared something like self-extracting unit of the Moodle. They will install our academy with us. They will operationalize it. They will work on that so that when they go back, they will implement it over there. And if there is any problem, Dr. Murthy has established a discussion for us, so they will interact and they do it. Right now, this program is the e-learning activity is going on in almost all universities, all 20 places. And this is our initial way. We have seen that where our system stands as in 2005. So we have computer labs in each university, and then we worked out how many computers are available. And normally every agriculture university has about 3 to 4 minimum computer labs, about with 30-40 computers. Some universities even have up to 80-100 computers also in the lab. So that's a good point. Like for example, we began at TNAU. TNAU has extensive networking, and also every student was mandatory to have a computer when they joined the VSAAG. That was the most successful case we started with. So TNAU could go smoothly, effortlessly, and possibly completed everything on time. Now these 250 manpower whom we trained in about something like 18 to 20 in each batch, they in turn go back to their university and again train. We gave them the complete material. Whatever the norm does normally, we make it open access free. We give our presentations, we give the softwares to use so that they should not have any hiccups after going back to their place, which software to use for content development and others. And about to give a glimpse of what a typical UG curriculum has. A 4-year degree program normally has about 50 courses coming to close to 2,000 lessons. Maybe another 1,000 lessons relating to practicals, hands-on, all that. Now every university, when I say BSc AG, means about 3,000 lessons are supposed to come online. Now that is the effort. When a teacher is teaching course normally in a semester, that entails to about 20 to 25 lessons. So that much one teacher is supposed to put it. That includes the exercises, quizzes, assignments and all that. Now we have very interesting thing is where there is no funding also we have a spin-off. Something coming from a Jammu Kashmir University, Assam. Individuals came for the training, they went back and they on their own with a 1 or 2 people trained from us, they started e-learning courses there. In fact, that was much more satisfaction than with a heavily funded NEIP project. NEIP project is highly structured, organized. There is a built-in mechanism for capacity building and also for retraining also. Where the academy came into the picture, as I mentioned, is that we try to evolve some kind of a uniform standard. Whatever little they do, it should be simple, possible for the university to imbibe and sustain it. That's what we have done. In fact, we have been talking on this only. Another 15 days from now, we have the last training course for the Dairy Research Institute at Karnal. That I think completes more or less our capacity building effort, unless we plan to go for other systems. In the process, we also expected some spin-offs, like some university faculty will come forward and try to put success stories and other multimedia content. The same skill can be used, or the same e-learning experience can also be used there. That's what we are looking. So this is in short about my experience about the e-learning projects in the Indian Council of Agriculture Research. Yes. Just a minute. Mr. Chair, do we take now or in the end? Oh, sure. Okay.
Is that part of your mandate, sir? because I see that you have developed